Hi guys, welcome to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name's Natasha. I've been doing makeup on Instagram for like the last year and I really wanted to branch out and do YouTube videos. This is my first one, so it's a berry and chocolate smoky eye. I'm very savvy when it comes to technology, so I feel like this video will probably be my worst. I promise you, as each video goes by, they will get better and better. I didn't know whether I wanted to do the whole voiceover or if I wanted to talk to you guys, but I want to make it as personal as possible. So I want you to see kind of how I do things, how I speak, how I stuff up, and also how I make the video. Please be nice. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. So to start, I'm going to use a MAC paint pot in Painterly just as an eyeshadow base for my eyes, and I'm going to apply that with a DMT 12914 brush. This just works really well as an eyeshadow base. It just helps to hold your eyeshadow in place all day. I'm going to set it with Tempera from Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to put it on with a Designer Makeup Tools 160W10. I'm just going to make sure there's no creasing, and then I'm just going to cover my whole eye. So to start, I'm going to be using this colour TO from Sassine Cosmetics. I'm going to be using this as a transition shade, so it's just going to come through here. Now I'm going to be using, again, my favourite brush, so it's a Designer Makeup Tools 160W10. The reason I love these brushes is they're so cheap. I literally get this one for about $7, and I use it throughout my whole makeover. So I'm going to apply it to the outer corner, and then I'm going to work my way about 3/4 of the way in. Now I like to have 2 of these brushes in my kit. The reason being is if I feel like I ever get any lines, I just take a brush with nothing on it and literally just buff it away. So I'm still just blending it out from the outer corner in. Next, I'm going to go in using Savanna from Sassine Cosmetics. I'm going to be using the same brush, and I'm just going to be darkening it up just on the outer corner and also working it in. Now, I'm not going to take it too high. It's literally just staying in that spot. So I'm going to add in Muse from the Line Crime Venus palette. I'm going to bring it just through my crease, just so I can bring the colours out a little bit. Just going to go in with a black pencil liner from Sassine Cosmetics, and I'm just going to line my waterline. MAC Teddy liner, it's like a chocolate brown, and I'm going to bring that under just up my lash line. So I did do my base earlier, but I'm just going to wipe away some excess where there's been fallout, and then we'll touch that up. Stick foundation from Anastasia Beverly Hills in shade Golden. And I'm just going to blend it in just with a damp beauty blender. I'm going to highlight under the eyes using the Iconic Contour Palette. And I'm going to be using a Designer Makeup Tools 463 VS08 Blending Fluff Brush. I like to use this under my eyes. So I'm just going to go under my eyes. I'm just going to cut it up a little bit up the side. When you do this, make sure you don't cut right up, because then you're going to cut into the shadow and all your hard work's just going to be ruined. I like to go a little bit down the nose as well. Using your damp beauty blender just to buff that in. I love highlighting under the eyes. I think it just makes the makeup look incredible. I'm going to use this color from Contour Cosmetics for my contour, and I love being tanned, so I tend to go for the warmer shades. This looks really orange when you put it onto the skin, but as soon as you blend, it starts to look really good. So I'm just going to do my forehead. I just love how it makes you look super tanned. And I love being tanned. You use the top of your ear as a guide. I also like to smile, just so it hugs my cheek just a little bit. I'm going to use the JD 180 Nose Perfector brush. And now I'm going to blend in the contour using my favorite brush, Designer Makeup Tools. It's called the Rounded Buffer. So I'm going to, again, you'll see when I smile, it's going to follow the curve of my cheek. So next I'm going to go in and set using the Mercier translucent powder. So before you do this, you just want to make sure that there's no creases, because if you set a crease, it will stay there. While that's baking, I'm just going to touch up under my eyes, and I'm also going to do my lashes. So I'm going to use a small fluff brush, and I'm just going to shade in under my eyes. I'm going to use this color from before. And it's just going to smoke it out underneath. You don't want to go in straight with a whole bunch of color on the inside. So you more want to start from the outside and work it in. Going in with the lighter shade, you're just going to bring it down a little bit further. And that will just give some depth to the eye. Then using a Sigma F03, I'm just going to dust away any translucent powder. So I've gone ahead and put on my Lilly lashes in style Doha. Love these lashes. They just make the eyes absolutely pop now. So I'm going to go ahead and start my contouring using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Light to Medium Contour Palette. And I love the shade, I think it's Savanna. I love this shade here. I don't know if you guys follow Olivia Pearson. I'm obsessed with her, and I love the way that Makeup by Ariel does her makeup. I don't love the way she does her makeup. I love it. I'm going to contour my nose with the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil colour. I love this colour, and it smells like chocolate. So I'm just going to use the JD180 Nose Perfector brush again, but with the thicker end. So I'm just going to bring the brush up and then bring the excess into where my eyebrows are. So next I'm going to do my favourite thing in the world, and that is highlight. I'm going to be using the Sun Dipped by Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Summer and Moonstone, and I'm going to use an Anastasia Beverly Hills A23 brush. You know, like those highlight till I die people. Just going to put it there. Amazing. I feel like I'm a disco ball, but I love it. So I'm just going to do that and this side. So I'm mixing both colours together. And also the tip of the nose. Yes. You just have to be careful that you don't really get it on your skin, like up here, because I find in photos you can almost look sweaty. So just more so on the lips. Yeah. For lips, I'm going to go with something quite creamy. So I'm going to use Sand by Sassine Cosmetics. And I'm going to line my lips. And I'm going to go for a creamy colour rather than a matte. And the colour that I'm going to use is Topless by Sassine Cosmetics. So it's almost like a brown. And I'm going to use this with a little bit of Nearly Naked on top. Now the reason I use a paint pot is I like to set my eyeshadow. No, that's completely wrong. I achieved this berry and, oh my god, Mum, I don't know what to say.